Now you have hat and glasses.
But I already have glasses.
It's like changing. It's
like
weird.
double glasses.
Now you're what the hell? Now you're lifting weights. I'm like
one of the people.
Now you have a spooky flashlight.
Oh no! Wait,
on
stop!
Your face.
Stop doing things. They're distracting from.
Now you have a robot head again. I love robot head.
That's the one I want.
Oh my god, this is my favorite.
I'm one of the people who would volunteer.
Now you're Gandalf.
Oh, all right.
You have weird eyeballs for some reason.
Gandalf has weird eyes.
You're a cat face again with snow. I don't know why there's cat face snow. This is
cats like to play in the
now
snow.
You have a purple mustache. This is awful.
I'm gonna have to watch this later.
Now you're winning.
Is this all gonna be on the YouTube one?
Yeah, this is all happening live. Now you have googly eyes. Oh my god.
Cool.
This is shake your face. I want to see if they go crazy. Oh my god, they do. all right. I gotta stop this. I don't know how. I actually don't know how to stop this. We might have to just do the whole thing with this.
That's fine with me.
All right, there we go.
I'm going to watch this later. Okay, great. Super.
All right. So
what I was going to say
I
was going to say I was one of the only people who would volunteer to be aboard.
I'm gonna swap it around so that we can say, hi, everybody. It's
watching.
Fridays with Andrew, who has a robot head and robot arms. I don't even know.
And
that was weird.
And it's a cat in the
That
that
was a bad choice on my part.
Eyes.
But anyway, hi. It's Friday, and Andrew's there, and I'm Penelope, and we're gonna talk about things and
There's
stuff.
so much news. Well, first off, Blade Runner is now a legitimate thing.
Oh my god, I am so freaking excited.
You gotta let me do my bit.
I'm so freaking excited.
You gotta let me do my bit.
Okay, do your bit.
I'm just happy that Blade Runner is finally going to be able to be recognized as a legitimate thing because it's being animated now. Because things aren't legitimate unless they're animated.
I'm putting a mask on you. It's going to be I don't know. It's going to be something that, I don't know. It's going to be something that is. There we go.
I'm getting animation payback.
Oh, wait.
Am I baby?
It's playing a lullaby and you're wearing a sleeping outfit.
Aww.
Okay, this is weird. I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah,
but
stop
it was funny for a second. Okay.
You overdid it. You did it. You pulled a me.
I did.
You overdid.
So, in all seriousness, we are very excited about the whole thing with the Blade Runner being an
Adult
anime.
Swim. Yeah.
Adult Swim, and it is coming to us from the director of Cowboy Bebop.
That's so cool!
Which I just found out today, so I'm extra
So wait, hold
excited.
on. I was doing my little joke, but are the Cowboy Bebop announcement and the Blade Runner announcement related?
I don't.
Because he's a consultant on that.
I'm not sure. They're coming from different companies. They're coming from different areas. So I'm not
I don't know.
sure.
Maybe he has a really good agent.
I can't.
Also,
I can't get off the screen.
I have to watch the Cowboy Bebop show, the live action one. The creator of one of my favorite shows of all time, Middleman, created by Javier Grillo Marxwatch, is
I can't get off the screen.
a staff writer on the show. So I have to watch it.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
You have to watch it because hopefully it's going to be really good.
I don't want to watch it. I want Javier Grillo Marxwatch to work on other things, but he's a staff writer of that. Hollywood.
I'm pressing buttons on here and nothing's happening, so I'm not sure what's
Are we even live anymore?
We are still live.
All right, super.
We have one witness here. One person is witnessing.
That's a good segue though, because I wanted to talk about Netflix today. Because there was a lot of Netflix announcements.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop messing around with masks.
Sure.
Just be yourself.
So there was. I don't know if you heard this, Penelope, but Netflix and Marvel hate each other now. So the internet has you believe.
Was it a divorce or was it an amicable breakup?
So I
feel like Marvel is going off to do its own thing in its own life, and it's just growing up. And Netflix is it's outgrown Netflix.
I definitely. So I have my own theories about all this.
Lay it on me.
So a lot of people think that what's happening right now, Disney Plus that's what it's.
Yes.
I know it's Disney a plus sign, but I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce it as Disney Plus.
Disney's own streaming
Disney
service.
More. I don't know. Disney Plus.
Disney and some stuff.
It's coming out next year, so they're getting their ducks in a row. I didn't know this. Pixar's doing a Muppet TV show for it. I knew there was a Muppet TV show. I didn't know it was going to be animated, and it's animated by Pixar.
I know there's a Muppet Baby show either happening currently or
that's
about
Playhouse
to happen.
Disney. That's Playhouse Disney.
Is it happening currently? Or
yeah, it's been on for a little bit.
Oh, I need to actually watch that.
I mean, it's on my understanding, it's very, very simple. Like, not in a bad way. It's just intended for...
I mean, Andrew, what were you expecting?
High Shakespearean Dickensian Muppet babies, obviously. Anyway...
I got nothing.
Can you imagine, like, baby...
Yes, I can.
Okay, well, no, I was going to say baby animal getting stabbed by baby Kermit with, like, a rapier.
I mean, yeah?
Oh, man, I made myself sad. Anyway,
yeah, that's
pretty graphic.
I can, but that's weird.
It's awful to do. Yeah. Anyway,
Look,
Netflix.
I just realized realize we're both wearing flannels.
Yeah.
And we're both wearing some t-shirts.
Flannel at Farpoint.
Yeah, it's Flannel Friday here at Farpoint.
Oh my god, I love all that alliteration. So, Netflix. So Disney Plus, they've announced 4 Marvel shows already.
What have they announced?
Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
Loki.
Starring the actual stars of the movie.
All of these are starred by, Loki, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Bucky, and Falcon. They have one show together.
The Bucky and Falcon
The
show?
Bucky and Falcon Variety Hour.
Yeah. So I'm personally very excited about the Loki show because I can't get enough of Tom Hiddleston. Yeah.
Loki excites me, although like some of my Avengers 4 theories might make it less exciting. Vision I'm most curious about. Because I don't...
Yeah.
There's like a lot of things you can do with Vision, but like a lot of them are dumb, and some of them are like incredibly cool.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a show with Scarlet Witch.
Right? Yeah, well, see that I kind of like that.
I ship them.
I ship them hard, but also I kind of like Wanda as an independent woman who ain't need no android.
Well, no, so, I mean they don't need, but
well, it was like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
You know, like they can intersect. You know, like maybe a 2-parter in the Vision show and the Scarlet. I don't know. We still don't know what's happening with these.
We don't know.
Maybe the Vision show and the Scarlet Witch show are one show and wires were crossed. Who knows?
Yeah.
As far as I know, they're 4 separate shows.
Okay.
So a lot of people think that after this initial launch, what's going on? You need
love the hands.
You need to enunciate with your hands.
You have so many hands.
You need to enunciate with the hands. What's going to happen is the Hell's Kitchen New York Netflix averse. Harlem, blah, 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 is gonna move to Disney Plus. Same actors, same production team.
I find that highly suspect.
Oh, it's super highly suspect. And, like, the reason it's super highly suspect is people don't know the history behind Marvel Studios and Marvel Entertainment.
Give us some schooling. Andrew.
Sure, absolutely. So, Marvel Studios, the film wing of Marvel, was a subsidiary of Marvel Entertainment, which is, like, all of Marvel, for quite a while, until 2015. See, Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Studios, has constantly fought with Marvel Entertainment CEO Ike Perlmutter. I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know.
Close enough. I don't know any better.
Oh, he's a jerk, so I don't care if I'm saying his name wrong.
Okay, fair
he
enough.
said female superheroes movies shouldn't happen because they don't do well. So he's the reason we're only getting Captain Marvel next year. Anyway, well, part of the reason. Anyway, because Feige could have done it early. Whatever.
I'm making my Kermit face in case no one can see.
Yeah, no one can see. She's going hardcore Kermit right now.
Yeah. But I'm not stabbing baby.
No, you're not stabbing any baby Muppets. So anyway, so Feige.
What was the fight that they had?
Well, they would fight about creative choices.
Okay.
It's not a singular fight. They would always. Perlmutter is a man of the committee. Feige is a man of the collaborative process.
Okay.
And a lot of people, myself included, believe the reason post Phase 2 Marvel has been, let's be honest, a little bit. I love Iron Man. Iron Man's a great movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is too solid. Oh, and Winter Soldier's Phase 2. But okay, there's a lot of good Phase 1 and 2 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But like 3 Beyond kind of seems like consistent. Like, I don't know, it seems like a little bit more consistently good. Not as many Iron Man 3 and Dark Worlds.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, so like I think the separation from studios to entertainment has led to only very good things.
I'm doing an Inception here.
Yeah, she's like going full on like Mr. DeMille camera-ing right now.
Make that dramatic pose.
All right.
That's weird and not really dramatic.
What I'm trying to do Magnum from Zoolander.
Right. Oh no, you totally blinked.
Oh, did I?
It's fine. Just be natural.
But that is the most natural I will get.
Natural. All right, this was a bad idea. I was
cool.
going to post on Instagram saying we're doing a video, but
cool.
That didn't work out.
Neat.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so yeah, so there's always been some tension between Feige and Perlmutter, and after Disney made Marvel Studios its own individual company,
yes.
giving Feige whatever he wants to do with the movies.
Yes.
That tension kind of got more and more aggressive. Marvel TV kind of stopped caring about wanting to connect with the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like in early Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1, that kind of period, there was more of an effort to be like, hey, it's all connected.
Yeah.
But Defenders kind of amounted to its own thing. Like, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of increasingly became its own, like, animal. Yeah. And a lot of that is because Perlmutter and Feig kind of have this little rivalry going on. You know, Marvel Studios and Marvel Entertainment are kind of always at each other's throats, or at least wanting to ignore the other. Okay. So, like, the whole everything's connected, it is, but it kind of isn't. This is kind of why I kind of came over to DC's side about, like, keeping the separation of films and television.
So they're totally separate.
They're totally separate entities,
totally
yeah.
Different universes.
Canons, even. There are multiple TV canons. And now they're doing multiple film canons, because Joker is its own standalone thing.
Yep. So I kind of appreciate the concept of having separate canons in different mediums.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, and Star Wars is starting to kind of do this. People are they're taking what they like.
Yeah.
You know, I like the original trilogy of Star Wars. I don't care about the prequels. I don't care about the new stuff. I'm just going to care about this. I'm going to care about the legends. I'm going to care about this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I like Batman when this is his origin. Well, I like Joker when that's his origin. Yeah. So we can pick and choose what we care about.
I'm going to go one step further. I think that's just this golden age of media altogether. I mean, even look at comic books. You know, DC... I crap on them for all their various imprints, but you know what? At least, you know, I'm going to mature books. I want mature stories. I'm gonna go...
I'm making my Kermit face again.
I know. Well, in theory.
Mature, except we're not going to show anyone's wang.
Yeah, mature. I can't... I am super excited for the next DC Black failure.
I'm not, because it's not going to have
No, the
wang.
failure, I mean. Because my whole... The reason I said day one that DC Black was a joke was... You know, I've said this before, a few times on the show. Is because I know the powers that be at DC Comics, and they are not... They want the illusion of pushing boundaries, but they don't actually want to push boundaries.
Which is insanity.
So much so that when they actually push a boundary, they immediately backpedal. They
immediately cry and backpedal. And,
I wish it never happened. That's the exact quote. You cowards.
It was an accident.
Give us Batman's dick, you cowards. An accident.
How do you accident? Oh, God, I can't. I'm making my Kermit face so hard right now.
Anyway, all right, so Marvel Studios, Marvel Entertainment. Those 4 shows that I talked about.
Yeah.
All involving characters that originated from the movie verses.
With the original actors from
And here's the big sticking point. They're all produced by Marvel Studios, not Marvel Entertainment. Mm-hmm. So... I really think that Disney Plus is not going to be home to Marvel TV. I think it's going to be home to extended movies, basically. And I think we're going to see the separation of Marvel TV and Marvel movies to continue and kind of get worse. I think eventually there's going to be a Daredevil in an Avengers movie who's not Charlie Cox. I think that's where we're headed.
How far down the line?
Phase 7? I couldn't tell you, but I think that's where we're headed. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to try and sweep... I think Marvel TV is going to increasingly be on Disney Plus, but I think they're going to try and do it the MCU Marvel Studios way.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. still on TV?
On ABC, yeah.
Okay.
So, that's, one... Yeah.
Your movie is now playing on the computer instead of...
Yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, it's but this is a lot of people, because I think they wanted the benefit from all the eyes, they didn't want to jump to clarify, oh, this is a Marvel Studios and this is a Marvel Entertainment, because they're people are going to tune into Runaways thinking it's connected to the MCU when it's really, really not.
Yeah.
So
do you feel that Stan Lee passing away is having any effect on any of this?
Not really.
No. Did he have really anything? He was just Mr. Figurehead Man.
Basically. I feel like he made people... it's weird, because I feel like he wanted people to think he was Mr. Marvel, but whenever anyone would try and ask him to, be accountable for the Kirby estate, his response is, I haven't worked for Marvel for 30 years, so... He became a brand ambassador. R.I.P. Yes, that's fair. R.I.P. Mr. Stanley, because I'm entering some negative territory. But yeah, so, I hate to be a dream killer. I hate to bursting people's bubbles. I really think that if you love the Netflix Marvel stuff, it's only going to be what we got. Your SOL. It's not going to get rebooted on Disney Plus. No. It is going to go away into the ether and be never more. And then eventually we're going to see... some fresh-faced actor. We may see these characters again, but they'll be way different, I think. Yeah. Way different.
Fair enough. You've just dashed everyone's dream.
I did. I slashed them and slashed, especially George Scully's.
Oh, George, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. If anyone deserves a season 4 of Daredevil on Disney Plus, it's you sweet, beautiful man. Also, I could be way, way wrong. I could be way, way off.
Yeah.
This is just what I kind of observe. Oh, and here's my theory about how Netflix is involved.
Okay.
Because it's not Marvel deciding they don't want to do these shows anymore.
Yeah.
It's Netflix not renewing the contract.
Oh.
And what that says to me is that Netflix doesn't think it needs Marvel anymore.
So what if? Hold on, I'm blown away by that. So
Yeah.
it wasn't Marvel or Disney saying, "Hey guys, we're not coming back."
Yeah.
It was Netflix saying we're not interested.
Yes, 100%.
Now, do we think that? Okay. Do we think that is almost retaliatory because Disney's pulling so many other things that they own off of Netflix to do their plus?
In a sense, and then I also think that they are watching Disney Plus, and they're thinking. Well, I think it's more so that Netflix just got the Evangelion license. The Neon Genesis.
They're doing a live action, right?
No, they're gonna have
anime.
They're gonna be the first television home for Neon Genesis Evangelion, I think, in the U.S. Period. They're gonna re-air. So
my eyes are blown. I didn't hear about this.
This is big news.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, so Neon Genesis Evangelion has notoriously weird, awful rights. Like, infuriously so for, like, anime fans.
Yeah.
So, Netflix blew everyone's mind. This was another thing that... It was a weird week for anime. They blew everyone's mind this week by announcing they have the U.S. rights to stream Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Wow. From the inception.
I think it's the series in the first 2 movies.
So it's not something new they're going to be producing.
No, it's
the
old show,
but that's huge.
which has not been legally available for a while. Is my understanding. I'm not a hardcore Evangelion guy.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I think that's a testament to Netflix's power.
Netflix is going apeshit with anime. Can I just say?
Yeah.
They're adapting anime into live action. They're turning live action things into anime.
Turning video games into anime.
They're turning video games into anime.
There's going to be a Dante's Inferno
They're doing Devil May Cry now.
Devil May Cry.
Right?
I said Dante's Inferno.
I understood you.
Yeah, that's the next video game Netflix anime.
I mean, what sucks is that. I mean, it comes right down to the creative forces. Yeah. Because from what I understand, the Death Note was awful. It was just god-awful crap. And yet Castlevania was mind-blowingly amazing.
Well, it's also my understanding that the reason Death Note sucked was it was a Final Destination movie disguised as a Death Note movie.
I don't have any comments. I never watched the anime.
They were way more... Well, the whole thing about... I'm not a fan of Death Note.
Yeah.
I actually don't like Death Note, but I'm not going to go out of my way to say, hey, your anime sucks. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy I am. But, like, I will say, one of the strengths of Death Note, and even as someone who doesn't like it, I can admire it for it, is that it's really sort of like a Moriarty Sherlock Holmes thing. It's about these 2 intellectual geniuses and how they're trying to outpace each other with the backdrop of a supernatural book.
Wow, okay.
The movie didn't get that.
Yeah.
The movie just thought, here's this thing that can kill people in weird and cinematic ways. And so it leaned heavily on making it a visual spectacle instead of trying to adapt the story. And that's what people don't like about it.
Whereas, for example, and I hate to keep bringing it back to this amazing thing, Castlevania.
There's no spoilers.
No spoilers. But to bring it back to Castlevania, they did an amazing adaptation of, they didn't note for note take anything from any specific game. They just kind of took ideas and turned it into the spirit. It had the essence of Castlevania. Without being a note-for-note redo of specifically anything.
I was reading some interviews. Ellis said that he really didn't want to adapt specific moments. He wanted to do scenes that you could conceivably see in between video games. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
Dracula wasn't there telling anybody that he's a miserable pile of secrets. Like, none of that happened.
Which is so unfortunate!
Oh, he could still come back and do it.
That's my favorite thing about Castlevania, because I'm not a fan.
If that's your favorite thing about Castlevania, you need to play these games.
I'm not... Well, it's... I don't know if I would like this... Like, wait, are all of them side-scrollers, or some of them 3D?
I have to be honest, I stopped playing after Symphony of the Night.
Is that a side-scroller?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's more along the lines of... it's dynamic. It has RPG elements.
Yeah.
The animation is gorgeous. The soundtrack is out of this freaking world.
Yeah.
And it has a twist. What a twist.
What a twist.
I'm sure, no spoilers. I'm sure you know twists.
Well, no, I know I don't know anything about the anime, but I know the game lore. About how... I don't know...
Symphony of the Night specifically has a twist.
is it that Alucard is Dracula's son?
No, you find that out pretty soon.
Okay,
I mean, his name is Alucard, for Christ's sake.
Well, I don't know. Some people are dumb. Anyway, well, no. Well, so, all right.
There's something that okay, so you're playing the game and you think you're done.
Okay.
And you could actually finish the game and get a shitty ending.
Yeah.
There's another entire half of the game that you can continue to play.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And it's like, what a twist.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like garbage Sonic.
Oh, Justin's watching. Let's try. I wonder if I can bring him on camera. Can we bring him on camera? Can I bring him on camera? I can't bring you on. Justin, I can't bring you on camera. I don't know what your deal is.
What was, so,
we were talking about Death Note. And,
yeah. Well, I'm talking about Netflix's power.
Yeah.
Netflix, I think, has gotten to be, when Netflix was first starting out, the big draw was that it was, you could watch Arrested Development, basically, right? No, I mean, legitimately. And that's why a lot of the first early productions, in between The Orange is the New Blacks and The Hemlock Groves, they did Arrested Development Season 4.
Oh, you have bonus stamina available from 6 to 8 p.m. in your Power Ranger game.
I am going to use that bonus stamina.
Has stamina, everyone.
I have watched ads. I have not paid a dime for that game.
I believe it.
And I'm happy.
I believe it.
No, listen. So a guy who does a podcast I like said that a little thing he does with freemium games, he tries to test how far he can get in the game without paying anything.
Yeah.
So it's like an added quest.
I think we all do that.
Yeah. Well, no, but he makes it so that's a quest in my mind. Like, I'd be failing a mission, a video game mission, if I spent money on that.
So the Power Rangers game involves having stamina.
Well, no, that's basically like your entry tokens.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go lock the door. So if you want to hold on to that for one
sure.
minute, just talk to yourself.
So my thing is, I think that
that's good right there.
Okay, right there.
Hold on. Yeah, right there.
Just on the table.
Yeah.
I think that what's happening is that Netflix is a strong enough entity that they don't need licenses like the Netflix license as much. Sorry. So I think the landscape has changed. When you look at when they first got the Marvel contract, it was 2013, I think, or 2012. A lot of stuff in television and film has happened since then, and I think that, now that Disney's getting in the streaming game, they don't, even if they're not, they don't necessarily feel like they want to basically host a competitor's product, even if it's not the product of the competitor in the way it would be as a direct competition. I'm rambling, so.
It's fine. I just got a cape in the mail.
Super.
I'm very excited.
That's awesome. Christmas cape?
It is a Christmas cape. Everyone needs a cape.
Everyone needs a Christmas cape. Yeah, so.
So Justin's complaining about the background. He doesn't like the background of our video.
Just the wall?
The door? Of all the awesome stuff in the store, this is our background. He's complaining about a door and some Power Rangers.
All right, so.
Andrew, sit here instead.
Cool. Well, it is.
How about this pile of cool stuff we got over there?
Oh, okay, cool stuff. Yeah. I love cool stuff.
There you go. Does that make you happy, Justin? Is that better?
All right. Yeah, so that's just my thing. Netflix doesn't need Marvel as much as they did in 2012 or 13 or wherever they did the contract. That's my take on it.
Which is a pretty reasonable thing to think.
Sure, 100%.
I had no idea that it was Netflix that was pulling the plug.
Yes, they've
got to be pissed at Disney. Why else would they be pulling the plug?
Well, no, like I said, I just don't think I think they want to spend their... they would rather spend their money on an original thing that they own.
Yeah.
Or something that's not directly supporting a competitor like Disney.
Yeah.
So...
Who is, now that Disney Plus is out.
A direct competitor. Exactly. That's... Even if it, like I said, with the Marvel Studios Entertainment thing makes it a little hazy.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the peak of pettiness between the studio entertainment feud was Inhumans, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was building up to the Inhumans, right? And, which we all thought the culmination of that would have been that Inhumans movie that used to be on the cinematic...
Yeah, it used to be on the cinematic schedule.
Right. Perlmutter was pissed. He's like, why... we want more movie, more movie throwing TV a bone, instead of TV always having to circumvent the movies, which is what the relationship is.
Basically, it really is. Where are the Avengers while Hell's Kitchen's burning
and
to the ground?
Feige is going, no.
Yeah.
And so they just decided to do the Inhumans on TV. Because they were building up to it so much in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of weird... There's articles about this stuff that you can look up. IO9 has a really great one, I think, from, April. So, that this year, so it's fairly recent.
Yeah.
I do think that this is indicative more of that than... Well, because that's what everyone sees. Oh, Marvel's taking off their shows on Netflix. They must have a plan on Disney Plus, and I just don't think that's the case. I could be totally blindsided and wrong. Based on everything I know about how these two companies work and the relationship to each other and how Netflix works, I don't think that's the case. I just think Netflix would rather fund Castlevania Season 3 than do Daredevil Season 4.
I gotta be honest, Castlevania Season 3 is probably going to be better than Daredevil Season 4.
Ooh, man.
So
blow that air horn. Oh, BoJack got a Season 6. I'm so happy.
I have yet to watch.
You need to watch it!
I just...
You need to watch...
So I did this with Rick and Morty as well.
Yeah.
We waited and waited and waited, and then we just binged it all.
Sure.
So that's probably what we will
Yeah,
do.
but Rick and Morty was 2 seasons at the time.
Yeah.
Or... This is
It's also really good.
This is really good. So like the BoJack Rick and Morty. That's
making Kermit faces.
That's another feud. BoJack and Rick and Morty. People are like no, because both those are like they're symbolic of the adult animation of the golden age of media or whatever, right?
What?
Those are like the 2 adult animated cartoons that people think of when they think adult animated cartoons made now. Is BoJack and Rick and Morty.
Well, I mean, Simpsons was kind of that for a while.
Sure.
And then Family Guy was that
It's
for a
also
while.
that BoJack and Rick and Morty touch on very similar themes.
And
because they deal with depression, they
South
deal with
Park was that for a while.
narcissistic leads. And
You're making me want to watch this show, Andrew.
I want you to watch the show.
I tried. I swear. I watched one episode and I was like, he's a horseman. I can't get into
No,
this.
honestly, you have to give it to the 7th episode, and I know that. No, I'm 100. No, I'm serious because it's all build up until BoJack has an encounter with his old comedic partner. It's all build up to that, and the build up is so satisfying, and then the show is like, okay, now we're started.
All right, I will look into giving it another chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, please do, Justin. Come on, I swear I'm gonna watch Castlevania. Emily, we're watching Kitchen Nightmares right now. Right? No, it's her pick. Her pick.
What exactly is Kitchen Nightmares about?
Okay, sure. So
Is that the one with
Gordon Ramsay?
I was gonna say the guy who yells at everyone.
Yeah, so he
goes to different
failing restaurants
and fixes them. Or
yeah,
he yells at
yes.
them and stuff
He
like
fixes
that.
it. Well,
Tough love.
I hate reality TV shows.
Tough love.
I hate reality television.
It's fake.
Well, it is fake, and
all fake.
a lot. Well, it's like fake, but it's not fake, but it is fake.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I can tell that the people he's yelling at are assholes, even with the fakeness like removed. Yeah. So I think a lot of these people deserve to be yelled at. That's a weird thing. That's a borderline awful, inhumane, not Andrew thing to say. A lot of these people are assholes, and some of them I think are borderline abusers. So like.
Speaking of abusers, let's
No.
Oh. We have Matt Lauer is now back.
I'm not doing it.
We are doing this. Matt Lauer is now
God.
back in the picture. How do we feel about that?
It's awful.
How about Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I'm tired of. Well, that is still a developing story, but it sounds shitty.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do a very borderline statement. I believe in redemption. But I don't think that guy should just be forgiven for being put in a timeout corner for a year.
That's, Andrew, that is a very adult thing to say.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that, oh man, I feel bad that I didn't earn $60 million on this, or millions of dollars on this movie that I made, Louis C.K., you know, and now I should go to stand-up clubs and be cheered as a hero. That's dumb.
Exactly how far do people have to go before they can be forgiven, and what do they have to do, and how long do they have to be?
That's not for me to decide.
Yeah, no.
You know, again, Dan Harmon is a great example of this because his abuser forgave him. He did 2 statements.
His abusee.
Oh, survivor, I should say. Sorry, survivor. That
victim.
No, it's survivor.
Okay.
Victim is
It's
but yeah,
not so good word. Okay.
Survivor.
Yeah.
He did 2 statements. One privately to the survivor, one to the public. The survivor said publicly that she forgave him, right?
So does that mean everybody else can forgive him?
No, but I think that he clearly actually is trying to do better. He's hiring more women in Rick and Morty than he ever did in Community. He's trying to educate himself and trying to be better. He's trying not to repeat. He's openly acknowledging that what he did was bad. All these other guys, or most of them, just feel like I got caught. That's my issue.
So I had no idea Matt Lauer had a button.
Yeah.
He literally had a button.
He had a button on his desk that would lock his door.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah,
How is he not in jail?
I don't know.
I mean, he used the button, obviously.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't have found out about it, right?
Well, so this is really, it's really shitty that, like, jokes were being done by this, but obviously, you know, like, jokes had, I guess, like, you know, comedians are obviously going to use this as ammunition. When it was happening, people were going, like, what was the mind of the person installing the button? What was the guy who was making the sexual harassment button?
I mean, that's a really good point. The guy, or the person, I don't want to say guy. The person installed. I don't want to assume that the electrician was a guy. But
I like to think that a female electrician would know better, but. Or not know better, but
mean,
like...
maybe the button had some sort of innocent possibilities. Like, it's a safety button.
That locks from the inside?
I don't fucking know. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Bullshit.
It's awful.
Matt Lauer is human garbage.
Are we doing this because Justin and Frank aren't here?
Probably. It's Fridays without Justin and Frank.
Oh my god.
No, Neil deGrasse Tyson is now being accused of things. I have a lot of really crappy feelings about this. Matt Lauer is now apparently like, oh, I was away for a year. I got fired.
It was
and
a
I'm
really
back.
touching piece on People magazine about how hard it's been for Mr. Has a Rape Button.
People magazine did that shit.
People magazine.
I need to look into this a little harder. I
didn't read the thing. It just came out.
Yeah.
But I saw Twitter reactions. Oh, wait, can we please get off this awful...
Sure, yes.
Something positive. The Edge of... Or Enter the Spider-Verse, the animated Spider-Man movie.
Yes, it looks so good.
Well, everyone, the critical... Again, I know there's, like, a whole thing about Rotten Tomatoes and, like, whether... it doesn't represent Venom, but I'm not talking about Rotten Tomatoes. Because it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I care about the critics I follow on Twitter.
Okay.
Here's the thing about review aggregates, and I told this to Justin in private. The reason review aggregate sites do not work is you would find a reviewer that you like, Siskel and Ebert, Gene Shalit, and you would listen to their review of things.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now here is this hive opinion comprised of a bunch of different nuanced opinions.
Yeah.
So, of course that's going to be garbage.
So you don't feel like it's an average idea? You feel like it's just the worst? Like, instead of just listening to Siskel and Ebert...
No, I'm saying what you should do...
I'm now getting a totality of the average of everyone's shitty opinions.
That might not reflect shitty or good, or just opinions. It just might not reflect your particular taste about movies. People need to find reviewers and critics that they personally identify with and listen to their take on things.
All right, so you're suggesting that people find, instead of, like... I'm guilty of this. I tend to keep people on my Facebook that agree with me politically or emotionally or whatever, and just listen to what they have to say. But you're saying you should kind of do that with reviewers.
Yeah, kind of.
So that you kind of, if someone says something is good and you kind of agree with them, you'll think that it's good too.
Look, I know that we all agree that there's some stuff that like just everyone should like, even though there are people who don't like things that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Some people didn't like Infinity War. Which, I think is a little silly, but that's my opinion, right?
Yeah.
So I truly think that there are a wide variety of tastes, a wide spectrum of things that that people believe is good.
Someone can think a movie is good just because that's their taste, and someone else can find it bad, and that's just their taste. That doesn't mean that it's actually a good movie or a bad movie.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but I do think, I don't know, this is a whole... I do think that I don't know. It's weird. But, I'm saying in the terms of critics, ignore Rotten Tomatoes, ignore Metacritic, ignore all that stuff. Find a reviewer that you know will have access to things, or, wait 2 weeks, and then, see their take on it.
I'm not sure that I agree with you on this.
Okay, but this is what I do.
I don't have to agree with you. That's the whole point.
Sure,
of this.
yeah, that's actually a great example of the exercise. Yeah. But I follow a lot of critics and reviewers for this exact purpose.
Yeah, but they're all ones whose ideas you tend to agree with.
Sure, or I respect it, or disagree with, but respect in some way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, all of them are lavishing praise on this movie.
Okay.
So that makes me positive. And again, these were the same people who hated and loved Venom. Remember, I remember telling you, my Twitter was very conflicted about Venom, and seeing that movie, I understand why.
So, did you hear about this new Sony commercial?
I saw the commercial.
How do you feel about this?
I love it.
I ship it.
That's the direction
that's
for
all I can
Venom
say.
too. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you know my issue. My biggest issue with Venom, right?
Tom Hardy didn't get naked enough?
No, well, I mean, yes, but also, I feel like the alien invasion subplot's dumb. I feel like that's a different movie. I feel like we could have dealt with Evil Corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Evil Corporation has a symbiote bomb or something. Like the rocket ship as a ticking time bomb was dumb to me.
Okay.
And I felt like that it was way rushed. I don't know. I thought anything involving alien invasion in that movie took me out of the movie.
Okay.
I felt
fair enough.
Yeah. So like so that's my big. But like I understand why Venom's a polarizing movie. My girlfriend sees it as a comedy.
So do I.
And that's why she loves it.
I found it funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it was lighthearted. I'm not invested in Venom.
Well, no. And again, again, I'm talking about my critic sphere.
Yeah.
The two movies, people who hated it and loved it, were comparing it to a lot, were Daredevil 2004 and Little Shop of Horrors.
What?
No, listen. Look, that alien invasion rocket ship plot is totally something from a pre-MCU superhero movie. That's a steel climax. You know, that's Howard the Duck climax. It's like
all right, I'll give you that.
And all of the comedic weird, I'm Tom Hardy, I'm going to go into a lobster tank. That's like a weird dark comedy.
That was just weird. I think he was improving.
He did improv that.
Yeah, that was
but I'm saying that's an element of like a weird dark comedy a la Little Shop of Horrors. So I do understand sort of like the thought process behind these spectrums that people are in.
Yeah.
What's Justin saying?
No, Justin is saying nothing. He just complained about the background, so we moved you over here.
Okay, cool. So was there any comment? No people have anything about what we're saying?
No, Tyler was watching. Justin is watching. Nothing specific.
I'm very excited about...
Gallery.
I was initially poo-pooing after the second trailer, because my biggest thing is I thought they were going too fast with the Spider-Verse.
Too many spiders.
Too many... You do it for the sequel. You know, bring in Spider-Ham and Spider-Man Noir and Spider in the sequel.
Yeah.
Make it Miles, Peter, and if you have to, Gwen.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't want the spotlight being taken away from Miles. But, like...
I mean, it's about the Spider-Verse. Miles is not the only person in the Spider-Verse.
No, but it was originally... It was pitched to us originally as a Miles Morales movie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I know it became... He is... The title of the movie is Spider-Man: Enter the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
He is the Spider-Man in that title.
He's the Spider-Man entering the Spider-Verse.
He's the Spider-Man entering a larger multiverse. Yeah. Nick Fury. Yeah, so I'm optimistic about that.
So I'm hearing good things about Aquaman.
Yeah.
Which I am shocked by.
I have, again, I am not hearing the same amount. I'm going back to the critic sphere I follow. I am not hearing the same amount of praise as... The highest bit of praise is it's an MCU Phase 1 Marvel movie.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing as well.
If that is the case, I will love that. Because that's a good start.
That's high praise considering what we've been dealt in the DC universe.
I still really like Wonder Woman, but that's...
Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
It could have been better. It wasn't awful, but compared to everything else, it was amazing.
See, again, it's I don't. A lot of people hate the scene where she goes through No Man's Land for some reason. I think it's cool. Well, they think it like doesn't belong in the movie because it's out of nowhere. But I absolutely believe if Wonder Woman saw an atrocity like that happening, she would have to do something. No,
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, my issue and what I think should have happened is Ares. I feel no.
Can I just say that David Thewlis is not a good, tough bad guy. He's like a mousy...
I don't mind that. That's not my issue.
He was in 7 Years in Tibet. That's a good movie for him to be in.
No.
He should not have been the bad guy in this film.
So I don't need Ares to be a jack. There's a lot of different ways you could take a character like Ares.
Oh, yeah. No, if they played him as like a toned down version of Ares, like a different style, more conniving, perhaps.
My issue is they wanted Ares to be a twist. You know, they wanted they wanted so bad that we thought Stryker from X-Men Origins Wolverine was the real, that German general guy was Ares. Yeah. Right? The audience should have, first off, they should have given Etta Candy more things to do. The audience should have learned that Ares was David, I can never say his last name.
I think it's Thewlis.
We should have learned he was David Thewlis at the midway point of the movie. And then the tension is Etta is in an office with Ares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how we connect England to Germany at that point.
Yeah.
Because that's there's a new issue now if we have to connect the plot points.
Yeah.
But at least it gives Edda more things to do than here's this cute fashion makeover scene, which I did like.
Yes, it was cute and funny.
Edda in the comics, Edda and Wonder Woman are knocking stormtroopers together. You know what I mean? Like I felt
and
like
in this they're going out and putting dresses on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, which again, I like the makeover,
it was cute.
but also
it was like a pretty woman in reverse.
Have her knock a German with a purse. You know, like no, 100%. I don't know. Like the Scottish guy was weird to me. The Scottish guy with PTSD and may be able to talk to ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Is he someone in the DC universe?
No, he's not. But they think those three characters are the Blackhawks, just with different names.
Okay.
Who are characters in the DC universe?
I'm just kind of shaking my head.
Aquaman,
Jason Momoa. Hopefully,
I thought he was gonna be Dead Man. Honestly,
hopefully Jason,
the Scottish guy.
Hopefully Jason Momoa doesn't talk too much in this movie, because he can't act.
He's good in Atlantis. In Stargate Atlantis, he's good.
What does he say?
Well,
does he have lines?
Well, no, he's Worf.
Okay, so he just grunts and stuff and gets mad.
Yeah, but he's a good Worf.
All right.
You know,
that's because he just grunts and gets mad.
Worf talks a lot.
He's a good Khal Drogo. He just grunts and gets mad.
In DS9, Worf talks a lot.
Yeah, he gets married and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's good.
He gets married and stuff. I was watching DS9. I've been watching DS9.
You know, Klingon weddings are the coolest.
Well, the groomsmen attack the husband, right?
Did you know that Justin and I used some Klingon vows in our vows?
You did tell me that, but
yeah.
it's like Braveheart, but in Klingon, right, or something.
Well,
like
no,
that.
we kind of did a bunch of mixes. We mixed some things together. We did.
We don't have to do this on the live stream.
No, we really don't. We mixed up a lot of stuff. Yeah. We did some Star Wars, some Star Trek.
Aquaman's another movie, by the way, that looks a little overstuffed because it's got 4 villains.
All these villains, all this animation, all these crazy underwater.
Can you dig it?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't. Hopefully, it's good.
Whatever. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping. Look, listen. The Spider-Man animated movie could still be crap. I'm just saying this amount of good buzz, it makes me optimistic. Aquaman makes me optimistic. I was not going to watch Venom, but Emily wanted to see Venom, and I had a great time.
Venom was fun. I didn't take it too seriously. Tom Hardy is nice to look at.
Well, you know, I think it benefited me going in with the spectrum of Daredevil 2004 to Little Shop of Horrors, because I feel like
lot. Yes, I agree with
that was a good net to fall on. But yeah, I think we're done. Right?
All right. Yeah. No, I'll still turn it around. I think. Yeah, so what happened?
We covered a lot of ground. Oh wait, Justin said it, or no, is he still doing the other?
No, there we go. Yeah. So we talked a little bit about Netflix things going on. We talked a little bit about animes turning into shows and shows turning into animes, movies. We talked about Netflix and Marvel getting divorced. And
Marvel
we talked about
and TV Marvel hating each other.
And we talked about some movies coming out. So stay tuned next Friday for yet another interesting night.
Comics. I'm actually going to talk about comics.
With Andrew.
Yeah.
So
November was a big month. That's going to be a hard one.
All right. So we will see you guys next week.
A lot of good comics.